Hola, buenos dias. I'm Debbie and will be the next 2 classes teacher with you. And first chapter, I'm going to share about like some story and case about tourism, product design, and itinerary planning with you. Okay, so the first topic I'm going to share about with you about the travel planning, the itinerary of the details. So here is some simple introduction of myself. I love to travel. I believe that all of you love to travel too. And working at my Taiwan tour, the local travel agency in Taiwan for about 2.5 years as a travel consultant in the first 2 years. And after the 2 years, I transferred to the product specialist. So in the following chapters, in the following topics, I'm going to share about some of my own experiences with you. And here is the introduction of the topic that we are going to discuss. And the first one, the traveling is different based on various people. So that's the reason for the customization. Like if today you are traveling with your family, you are traveling with your partners, or if you are traveling with your business partners, like different people have different interests, and they would like to have some hiking, and they would like to see some nature sightseeing. So the reason why for the customization, that's because different people love different topic of their trip. So after the clients telling you that what they are looking for to experience in your country, then you can customize the tour based on their requirements. And as the traveling is very subjective, like different people have different opinions. So nowadays you can search lots of information on the website. Like you can type what must to do in Taiwan and what must to eat in Taiwan, and then we'll have lots of articles show on the Google. But different people has the different opinions and the comments on the place. So the place which suitable for your friends maybe not suitable for you. So just showing your requirements to the travel consultant so that they can use their own experience and then give you some suggestions. And the second point I was talking about, like you must feel very curious about. I can plan the trip on my own. Why I need a travel consultant to be my assistant to help me to plan the trip to the country, right? If you are the first time visitor to the country, you might know nothing about the place that you're going to visit. So the travel consultant will be a very important role to be the local connection for the visitors and the country. Well, while you are searching the information on the website, you might find some like article or the pictures of the places, but you might not you can find like some the local festival, or if you would like to visit some secret areas of the place, you might not find some information on the website. So asking your travel consultants for further information will be very important and be very helpful. And the third one, I was saying that making a traveling plan is a very cheerful and enjoyable thing. So just don't take it as your job. You are going to be the local friends of the visitors and the country, and you can show about your country to the visitors, to the hometown, to the place that you live, and like let them to love the place that you live. Okay. Okay, so let's start our journey. And before I talk about what we are going to learn from the class, I would like to share about a story from Bill and Barbara. And they are the clients. Last year, they came to Taiwan about October and for staying in Taiwan for 2 weeks. And in the first email, the Barbara just sent me an email and write the requirements with that. Her husband is a big fan of train traveling, so they request to travel in Taiwan by train. They don't want to take like high-speed railway. They don't want to drive by car. They just wanted to take a train. So so she writes her requirements that, oh, I would like to visit here and here, A to B or C, and then all by train. And they are the first clients that I meet them face to face just during my job and my Taiwan tour. And because we have an interview after the tour, we wanted to hear about their feedback of the itinerary. So we have like a short small video about what they think about the customization, and also we can hear about what difficulties they met before they came to Taiwan. They are worried about what things, and what the travel consultant, me, myself, can help them to just build their trip. So let's go into watch the videos.
我叫 Debby， 然后我在台湾 tour 里面当行程规划师。
We're from Australia, Melbourne.
太太叫 Barbara， 然后她是从澳洲来的，然后先生叫 Bill， 他是从英国来的。
Because it's a place that we didn't know anyone had ever been there.
That's right. Yep.
We've been to some other places like China and Indonesia and Southeast Asia.
A few countries in Asia, in fact.
But we knew nothing.
先从台北玩2天，然后再到花莲、台东，然后走南回到台南、高雄、阿里山，然后最后再回到台北这样。
Because we didn't want to be rushed around in a big bus load full of people, and we understood also that Taiwan doesn't fully cater for English-speaking people throughout the whole place. So we felt we didn't want to go off on our own. We just wanted some guidance, but not to be reigned over. We just wanted a bit of freedom, but support and instructions as to where to go next. I quite like trains because you can move around it, but I was a bit worried if we just bought a 14-day train pass and tried to do our own thing, we wouldn't know which platform or how to buy ticket.
他们一开始写信来给我说他们要 train tour， 因为他们在其他地方，像在英国或者他们那种地铁比较盛行的国家的时候，他们就是会用火车环岛，因为他们也就觉得速度比较慢，然后你可以看到比较多东西，所以他们在第一封信的时候就跟我说，他们想做火车环岛。可是因为台湾其实有些地方火车是没办法到的，就是比较难点，就像日月潭啊，或是像一些像花东那段特别美东海岸，所以那时候我就跟他们说，我们可以做火车环岛，可是我们可以挑几个比较特殊的地点，比如说像平溪的小火车是关于煤矿那边的东西，所以我觉得可以体验。然后像阿里山小火车，因为也是剩下的一个林业的那个火车道路，所以我们也可以做体验。那有些段可以开车，有些段可以搭火车，这样，所以就最后就凑成了一个火车加开车的环岛之旅。
Oh, she obviously knew it very well because I kept saying, why aren't we going by train from here to there? And she'd say, no, you'll see more if you do that little bit in the car. And then of course we got here and found out she was right. I suppose I'll just mainly compare it with a tour we did previous year to China, where it was a large package, well-known company, and to try and even speak to someone on the phone was quite difficult. But this time I could just quickly send Debbie an email saying what happens on day 5 in the afternoon, or how do we get here from here to there, and I'd have a reply straight away. She must work 7 days a week, if not 8. That's hard because there were so many little bits that were absolutely fantastic. I mean, the sky lantern was amazing. That was almost quite spiritual. As also just going into the Buddhist and Taoist temples were quite an uplifting, peaceful experience, something we never expected or were looking for.
And initially for me, it was the high-speed train trip that we did when we first arrived. And I thought, well, this is just superb.
But the food as well, we've absolutely loved.
Oh, I love the food.
Taiwanese food all the way through. And then the accommodation we stayed in was way above our expectations.
Yes.
Walking along the Taroko Gorge and seeing all the marble walls, that was amazing.
Oh, of course we would. Of course we would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
We really would recommend them
absolutely.
thoroughly.
Yeah, 100%.
Most amazing
so
experience.
pleased.
So thank you very much to my Taiwan tours.
Yep.
Okay, so from the video, after watching the video, we can see the two perspective of like planning a trip. As a traveler, you are the first time visitor to Taiwan, right? So Taiwan's mother language is in Mandarin. So most of the people speak Mandarin Taiwan. And if you don't know how to speak Mandarin, so the language barrier might be the first biggest problem for you to visit Taiwan, just as Barbara mentioned in the video. She said that she's worried about she will get lost at a train platform and don't know which train they are going to take and where they are going to. And also, of course, they do some research on the internet and then lots of information just show on Google, but they are not sure which information is correct and which will be incorrect. So too much information like you can get from the internet will be the advantage, but also will be the disadvantage at the same time. So why will be like this? Because like too much information makes you feel very confused about. Okay, so take an example for like 3 days tour in Taiwan. You might think that okay, I arrived in Taoyuan National Airport on the first day, and I would like to go to Hualien at the same day. But your flight lands in like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you would like to drive to Hualien at the same day. And the same day, as a first-time visitor, you might think that Taiwan is a small country. That will be possible for me to do this. But it turns out that it's a little bit quite exhausted and impossible for you just landing Taiwan in the afternoon and you go to directly to Hualien in the same day, right? But you cannot find the information that tells you that this is impossible on the website. Also, some of the clients, they have their own religion or cultural differences between their country and Taiwan. And before they arrive in country, they don't know any differences. They might have some dietary restriction, or they might have some like staying requirements or the dietary requirements. Then they too much information make them very confused about this. And also the third part, I was saying this is the most difficultest part for myself when I was traveling, because traveling to another country, you need to make a reservation, like for hotel, for a restaurant, or for the entry ticket before you enter into the country. So the money payment or the refund way will be matters a lot. So like take for example, if you book online on booking.com for the accommodation for the hotel for 1 night, and then you just use the online payment link, use the Visa or MasterCard for the payment, but it happens that something emergent happens. You need to cancel your booking, and then you need to contact each supplier separately by yourself. Maybe you need to contact the train ticket company, and maybe you need to contact the booking.com for the refund, and also you need to contact the maybe for the restaurant for the reservation, right? So different way and makes you feel very exhausted and time consuming for contact each suppliers. And also for the international refund, take myself for example. I booked the Machu Picchu train ticket this March, but due to the virus, I cannot just get into a place that I originally planned. So I write an email to Machu Picchu's official website and then said that for some reason I cannot reach to your country as original. So I request for a cancellation. I request for a refund. And after 2 weeks, I received an email back, but the email just said that, oh, sorry, we are very busy right now. We cannot help you as instantly. So you might need to wait until like 2 or a month for the refund processing, right? So you need to wait around like a month or even more than a month for the refund. And until now, it's September right now, I still didn't get my refund back yet. So as a traveler, you might worry about the language. Okay, like in Taiwan, Taipei, the capital of Taiwan, most of the people can speak English, so it will not be a very big problem when you're traveling alone in Taipei. But if you just go out of Taipei, maybe go to like Pingdong in the southern part of Taiwan, or go to the small islands, some like not so tourist part, the local people there, they might don't understand what you are talking about. So the language barrier might be the problem for some like clients. Okay, so and the second part will be too much information. That a computer is very convenient, and you can get lots of article like from bloggers or from some official website to tell you about some different points or different topic of traveling to the country. But if you are a solo traveler, that will be definitely no problem. But if you are traveling with your parents, with your partner, and before entering the country, you might ask them, do you have any opinion? Do you have any comments on the itinerary that I gave to you? And they definitely say, no, you can decide all by yourself. I will follow you. I have no idea, no comments on any itinerary that you plan. I will definitely trust you. Okay, before your trip to the destination, they must say yes to everything. But after you arrive your destination, they must challenge you like, why you book this kind of hotel? I don't like it. Or why this kind of restaurants? I don't like it. They will have lots of problems, the questions toward you. So you will feel very stressful and you will feel very disappointed, right? Because you sold out much information for your partners, for your families, but when you arrive at your destination, it maybe turns out like from the different things. Okay, and the third part will be the money payment and the refund way. Mostly we will pay online to save our time and for the security. So you can use like Visa or MasterCard online payment link, or the PayPal link, or wire transfer for the refund. But if you book all the items separately, like you book the accommodation on booking.com, you book the transportation on the traffic on the train station, and you book the restaurants, you book a reservation of a restaurant separately, and you need to contact with different suppliers separately, right? It takes your time. But if you contact with your travel consultant, your travel agency, you can just pay once for the tour package. And if you met some like emergent things, or if it's a natural disaster, or you have a very serious sick, you cannot reach to the destination as you planned. So you can ask for the refund, and usually you might need to wait around like 2 weeks to a month for the refund. But if you contact the suppliers by yourself separately, maybe you need to wait 2 months or more. So which might just let you feel confused, and which takes your time. Okay, so as a travel consultant, what's the role of the travel consultant? Like we can heard from the video that Barbara and Bill say that they trust me a lot. Why? Because I live in the country for a long time. So I will be the local connection for them and the country. Okay, just as Barbara mentioned before, they request for taking the train to travel around Taiwan all the way down. But I suggest them that during the east part of Taiwan, maybe you can choose to take the car rather than taking the train, because like you can stop at each place along the east, along the Hualien and Taidong, which is most the beautiful part I would like to recommend to you. So as I have some experiences of the country that I can share with them. So I can be a local connection to provide them some additional perks or like some local festivals for them for the reference. And the second part, I was saying that you can sort out the information to provide to your clients, which can save their time, and also to release their stress because they don't need to discuss with their family, with their partners for so much time, comparing to they find information on the website by themselves. Okay, so the travel consultant can just collect information they need and they put attached in the email and then send it to the clients. And you can also give them some details and a history background of a place that they are going to visit so that they can use the information to explain to their family, to their partners, which can save their time a lot. And the third part will be as a local connection in the country, we are the back of our customers. Okay, just take one example from Barbara and Bill. Like on the first day they arrive in Taiwan, they have like a full day. I didn't arrange any itinerary for them, just give them free and easy day on the first day. And then I just received an email from Barbara, and she said that she would like to take the high-speed railway from Taipei to Kaohsiung for a Kaohsiung day tour. And she asked me how can I buy the ticket for both of them, and like how long does it take from Taipei to Kaohsiung, and if they made some emergent cases, how would they can solve the problems. So she just sent me an email, and I just put all my answers and also the website of high speed railway in the email, and I sent it back to them. So after I met them, and they just things, they feel very thankful that I can provide this additional information for them, just like I'm their friends in Taiwan, not like I'm their like working partners or something like that. So I feel very close friends of Barbara and Bill. So as a travel consultant, I would say that we are the friend and the back of our customers. Okay, so knowing the different perspective from the clients and the travel consultant, we can just combine what the customers needs, their requirements, and as a travel consultant, we can use our past experiences to share about like which place you recommend most, you highly recommend for them to visit, or what kind of food which is suitable for them. Okay, so before we start to plan our itinerary, let's just take a short break.